So I wanted to show you another lens this week, and I've been stuck at home in Melbourne's 6th lockdown since COVID started, and I had a tough time deciding what I would show you this week when I'm not able to really go outside my house or meet anyone. But I wanted to step up my game. I wanted to show you the output of a lens, show you what it can do. So I wanted to talk about the full frame 2.8 90mm macro G lens. Before I get started, you will notice that I'm a very new YouTuber. Just hit a thumbs up or a thumbs down based on whether you think you like this type of thing. This lens is a macro lens. What makes it unique is that it has a really close-up focusing distance for its relatively long focal length. So to give you an example, this is the 85mm G Master. Its focusing distance is 85 centimeters, and this is the 90mm macro. Its focusing distance is 28 centimeters. So knowing that, I guess you can imagine that this punches in a lot further than the G Master lens, and also this G Master lens is very chunky and heavy. So yeah, this is not by any means really a lightweight lens, but it's reasonable for its size, and it has a pretty sturdy build quality. Feels like an aluminium frame or something like that. It's got several buttons on the side. It's got the focus hold button. It's got the switches for changing your macro distance and turning off and on steady shot. It also has a focus dial, doubles as setting the autofocus on and off, which can be good if you're doing photography and you want to change it quickly without, changing your hand position. I took this out in my garden. I'll show you some of the shots of that. Up. Thought I'd just take you through my crazy setup that I've made here. I'm setting up to shoot my macro B-roll right now. I wanted to kind of emulate things that I've seen and show off what this macro lens can do. So I just went around my house and picked up all these little things that have intricate details that I think I could film to sort of show what I think this lens can do and why it's cool. I have my second tripod right here. Mounted on top of it is a Moza Slipod E. We got an A7 S3 with the 90mm macro lens on it. And what I'm going to do is going to control this Slipod to go across here. We got two Aperture MC lights here. I've set them to like a cyberpunk theme because that's something I wanted to experiment with and go for. And we've got the light here being our, main source of light. And these two lights will provide kind of a pretty color, hopefully be a bit more interesting than just plain like sunlight color. So that's what we've got. I'm going to take a bit of video of a few different things I found around my house, and you can see it. yeah, what do you think of that? So this macro lens, super good for, product shots, anything close up where you want to capture the fine details or the texture of something. I've heard it's good for portraits, though right now I'm a little bit limited on what kind of portraits I can take, so I haven't got any examples that are especially good, since I've really only tried to take really close-up shots with it. But it is very similar to the 85mm focal range, so you can expect fairly similar results. However, it's only 2.8 aperture, so it's going to have a little less bokeh than the 85 1.8 or 85 1.4, which is this large G Master that we have right here. Because it has these switches that you can adjust the focusing distance, you can use it as an 85mm substitute. And if you didn't have very many lenses and you were thinking of making a purchase and you wanted macro and that diversity, I would say it is a good substitute for the 85. However, what you'll have to put up with is a bit more focus hunting, because it seems to look across a lot broader of a range when it's trying to find a subject. That's at least what I noticed compared to the G Master. I haven't got the 85mm G or anything to compare it to, so yeah, but I would say that this one tends to lock on a bit faster in my experience. That could just be my skill level. If you have different experiences, feel free to let me know, so that I can be corrected and so that other people know as well. I found it to be relatively inexpensive, at least compared to the G Master lenses. And for what it does, if you are into product photography, food photography, some portrait photography, yeah, I'm not going to make this too long because all my videos go really long, so I'm not going to ramble too much, but I hope you enjoyed seeing what I can do with this little macro lens. Maybe I'll make an update in the future. If you are into this stuff, drop a like or a dislike just to give me some feedback on how I'm going. If there's anything specific that you want from me, just throw me a comment and I'll try to do that for you. So I had a lot of fun with this lens. I actually find it really creative. I hope you enjoyed what I made and you got to see some fun little shots. Throw me a subscribe if you're interested in seeing more stuff about camera gear, or if you're curious about my game dev life, you can ask about that too. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.